Your life is short. Splash FM lórí òkè téńté ẹ̀fọn aláàyè la.
It's 5 p.m. news on Sunsplash FM. I am Igbaifo Benita, and here are the top story news. APC primaries. Ekiti lawmaker insists opponent didn't resign before contest. FG welcomes US sanctions on Nigerians. PDC operators over alleged terrorism financing. 2 dead in World Cup celebrations in Mexico City. Here are the news in details. Heavy rain triggers flooding across Lagos has displaced many residents across Lagos, while numerous motorists were stranded after their vehicles while submerged and damaged, forcing many businesses to close. The situation has renewed concerns over the state's drainage infrastructure, waste management, and flood control measures, with many residents insisting that Lagos cannot continue to experience widespread flooding whenever it rains. Yesterday, a video showing officials of the Lagos state government clearing drainage channels while rain was still falling drew criticism, with residents accusing the government of reacting only after flood waters had inundated communities. Heartbreaking footage also emerged showing residents watching helplessly as flood waters swept away a man inside his wooden kiosk. With no immediate rescue in sight, property worth millions of naira was also damaged after a fence collapsed onto vehicles marked inside a mechanic's workshop. Speaking with us, a creative consultant, Nosa Iyanu, said the road leading into Lekki is a major corridor, and whatever at the Chevron axis or the Atlantic side, the objective should be to channel floodwater into the surrounding water bodies. However, Lagos is a low-lying coastal city and is highly vulnerable to flooding. When it rains, the water does not drain quickly enough. The federal government has welcomed the decision of the United States to impose sanctions on Nigerian businessmen and several Bureau de Change (BDC) operators over their alleged involvement in financing terrorism. In a statement issued by the Nigeria Sanctions Committees, the government described the U.S. action as a significant step in the global fight against terrorism and the disruption of financial networks that support terrorist organizations. The committee noted that the sanctions were imposed by the United States Office of Foreign Assets Control (OFAC) after extensive investigations into the activities of the affected individuals and companies. According to the statement, those sanctions include businessman Musa Mohammed Adamu alongside 3 Bureau de Change firms: Generation Currency Bureau de Change Limited, 99 Exchange Bureau de Change Limited, and Mahamza Bureau de Change Limited. The U.S. government alleged that they facilitated financial transactions and money transfers for the Islamic State West Africa province, a terrorist group responsible for numerous attacks across Nigeria and parts of the Lake Chad region. At least 2 people died on Wednesday during massive celebrations in Mexico City as the national team advanced to the next round at the World Cup. According to the local government, a 19-year-old woman and a 44-year-old man died of asphyxiation, according to the city's health ministry. Authorities have not confirmed the death of a third person, reported by local media. The celebrations came after Mexico beat England to record their first World Cup knockout win since 1986, sending the co-hosts into the round of 16. More than 1 million people gathered in the streets of Mexico City, mainly around the Angel of Independence movement, according to estimates by the city government. England take on the Democratic Republic of Congo at the World Cup on Wednesday, looking for a place in the last 16, while co-hosts the USA prepare for the biggest match in their football history. Two European powerhouses have already been ejected from the tournament after Germany and the Netherlands were beaten on penalties in the last 32 by Paraguay and Morocco respectively, and England don't want to be next. The Three Lions are aiming to earn a 60-year wait to collect a major trophy, but their coach Thomas Tuchel warned his players that they are facing a team in Atlanta with nothing to lose. I feel it is a privilege to be in these situations. I think we can just accept it. We are the favorites, Tuchel told reporters on Tuesday. The German cautioned, though, that the games so far in round of 32 speak a very clear language. It's narrow margins. England will rely on their world-class duo of Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane, although influential defender Reece James misses the game through injury. APC primaries. Ekiti lawmaker insists opponent didn't resign before contest. The member representing Maba Ilemeje Idosi Federal Constituency of Ekiti State in the House of Representatives, Kolawole Akinlayo, has insisted that his opponent in the recently concluded primary election of the All Progressive Congress (APC), Kunle Ibrahim, did not resign before the contest. He said Ibrahim was still serving as Senior Special Assistant to President Bola Tinubu on National Assembly matters when he contested the party's primary election. The lawmaker argued that Ibrahim's participation in the May primary contravened Section 88(1) of the Electoral Act 2026, which requires non-political amenities to resign before political opponents to resign before contesting elective positions. However, Ibrahim dismissed the allegation in a recent media interview, saying, "I resigned my opponent as SSA to the President on National Assembly matters. This is in compliance with the law and the directive of Mr. President," but a fresh twist emerged on Tuesday. As Akinlayo supplied copies of Ibrahim's April and May 2026 payslips of his salary as computed on the Integrated Personal and Payroll Information Systems, if he resigned in March, why did he collect salary in April? If he was paid in error in April, why again was he paid in May? The lawmaker queried. Kaduna State Governor Senator Uba Sani has urged politicians to refrain from politicizing judicial decisions, saying the presidential candidate of the Nigeria Democratic Congress, Peter Obi, was among those who had benefited from court rulings in the past. Speaking during an exclusive interview with us on Tuesday, Sani reacted to concerns surrounding the Federal High Court's ruling affecting the registration of the NDC, stressing that confidence in the judiciary remained critical to survival of Nigeria's democracy. The governor said politicians should not applaud the courts when judgments favor them and condemn the judiciary whenever decisions go against their interests. For some of us that believe in democracy, rule of law, judiciary, we believe we have to be very careful. Politicizing every judicial issue is not healthy for us, he said. Recalling Obi's political history, Sani noted that the former Anambra State governor had secured his mandate through a landmark judicial pronouncement. Because many actors that are involved, they were also beneficiaries of some judicial decisions in this country, whether the leader of the NDC himself, the presidential candidate, Peter Obi. Remember, he was also someone that benefited from a very strong judicial pronouncement when he was governor. When it favors politicians, they feel the judiciary is the best place to go. When it goes against them, they feel the judiciary is the worst place to go, he added. While acknowledging that no judicial system is perfect, the governor insisted that Democrats must continue to place their trust in the courts and other democratic institutions. You have to understand, if you're a Democrat, believe in the system, believe in our judiciary. I have no doubt in my mind, our judiciary is not perfect. Neither is it perfect anywhere in the world, but in my case, can we have faith in the system instead? Sani also dismissed allegations that the ruling All Progressive Congress or President Bola Tinubu's administration was behind the internet challenges confronting opposition parties. And that's the news at this hour. Thank you for listening. I am Igwai for Benita.
Sunsplash, Ubiti, Itoson, Tintasakiti, on the hills of Ifwalaye, on the vibrant waves